blue, blue, not blue. I usually coordinate, but I've not coordinated today. It's too early to be talking about this. It's 20 past 6 in the morning. The sun is not even in the sky. Where did I park my car? Oh, it's over there. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. You can see in my face that it's very, very early. But today, let me get to the airport first and then we'll talk about what we're going to do. 6:51 a.m. and I'm a little bit more awake now. It's a beautiful morning. I'll say it before and I'll say it again, the early wake up's difficult, but to come out in this weather, especially for student pilots working on what we're going to be working on today, this is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful calm winds, although there is a very slight crosswind off the runway. I'm using runway 7. You can't see anything. There's going to be a slight crosswind, which is going to be good for the first student to deal with. So let's talk about what we're doing today. Day in life of a flight instructor, an independent flight instructor. Again, another episode. I like doing these. Do you enjoy these? Let me know in the comments. So I've got 2 students today, different stages of training. So you're going to see 2 completely different sessions, 2 completely different instruction styles. You're going to see 2 students that need different things from me. The first student today is Reggie. Reggie is working on landings. We are in probably the most difficult stage of flight training.
Did I get that right? I fucked up! Alpha Golf Cross 1373. Oh my god. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You're a student in training. You're going to make mistakes. Give yourself a little break.
He's out here pre-flighting. I'm going to ask him what's been the most difficult part of flight training so far, and we'll see what he says. But I've always said that landings are the most difficult part of what we do. So he is working on that. He's pre-solo. The second student is Ella. She has all her solo time apart from like 0.5. I think she needs 0.4, so she'll get that. But she is working on check ride prep now, so we're re-going through all the manoeuvres that we did throughout training. We hadn't practiced them for a little bit, in all honesty, because she's been working on her solo time until a few days ago. So she's working on getting proficiency back with all the manoeuvres. You're going to see how a flight instructor needs to be a chameleon and work with different people at different stages. You might see me, you know, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you'll know that I'm very, very light-hearted. I like to keep things fun in the cockpit. But there comes a time where you need to be a little bit stricter with the students so they understand something. Now Reggie's been struggling with a little bit of centerline control on takeoff, which at this point, honestly, and I don't think Reggie will be annoyed at me saying this, it shouldn't really be happening at this point in training. Should be able to maintain the centerline on a takeoff. So we're going to see how he does today. We had a heart-to-heart yesterday about a couple of things, but yeah, here we go. He's out here pre-flighting, doing his stuff. State your name.
Regis. How's it going?
Yeah, shake.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Nice to meet you.
What's been the most difficult part of flight training for you so far?
Oh my god, most difficult part of flight training. Honestly, some people might say like landings, and I think it's just showing up and being consistent, because sometimes this stuff kind of beats you down, you know, and you feel like, oh, I'm not learning everything and blah blah blah, but as long as you stay consistent, everything starts to stick. But I think that's like the hardest part, just sticking to it, just like keep going, keep going, keep going.
That's a really interesting response, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, and that can be very discouraging, but if you just keep showing up, that's how I feel. Like, just I keep coming here and I'm like, okay, I'm actually getting pretty good. I get
right, yeah, getting a bit more confidence and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, that's the hardest part, I think.
That's interesting. I never thought you were going to say that, but that's actually really.
You thought I was going to say landings.
I thought you were going to say landings. I thought you were going to say landings.
So that's why landings are so hard, because most people are lacking the consistency to nail it. You see, it's not the landings that are hard. Look at this guy. They don't have enough practice.
There you go. It's all proficiency, man.
Yeah.
Are we full fuel?
19 gallons each side, so 38 combined.
38,
basically
all right.
Full almost.
Yep, that works. How's the oil?
Oil's good, above 5. We're chilling.
Beautiful, amazing. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go. Baggage door might fly open though.
Yeah, you know. The old nemesis, the Cessna baggage door.
Yeah.
Jesus. And then the other thing as well. What do you think of the checklist?
Checklist is perfect, man. I wouldn't know what to do without it.
Get yours, LewDixAviation.com. Let's fly.
Let's fly.
Standing by. All right, I want to see centerline control on the runway. Yes,
do it, Alpha 7.
Use those legs, boy.
Yes, I'm gonna stop on that rudder. We're gonna go.
And remember, give yourself a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to have fun with it,
Yeah.
but you know, also I'm gonna be okay with myself.
Be chill. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Just remember, you're flying the plane.
Skyx 734, Mike off, follow the Archer on the go, make left close traffic, runway 7 at Alpha 7, clear for takeoff.
Following the Archer on the go, clear for takeoff. Anything else?
734 Mango.
734 my golf. Sorry, sometimes it slips my mind, but we will follow that Archer.
The panic.
74 my golf. In the tower, he's like, there we go.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Gonna be mindful of the crosswind too.
Yes, indeed.
While I try to fight for this center line.
Yeah, feel it out, man. Feel it out.
Alright, there we go. Heel support, full power. Some right rudder. Got some aileron in there. And let's go for our rotation speed.
November 6150, Mike.
Great job with that center line control. That's much better.
7 at Alpha 7, clear for
Alright,
takeoff.
we are at rotation. Let's try to maintain. So,
Welcome to the sky, man.
thank you.
That's what I need every single time on the center line.
Yes.
Great job.
Tower, November 1.
Nice. That's one thing about you. You've always flown a nice traffic pattern.
Yes. Here we go. And I'm behind the Archer again. Very easy to spot right
Good
now.
job,
Yeah,
good
his
job.
wings are very white against that dark sky.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, you've always flown a nice traffic pattern. Nice and symmetrical.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Just landing your shit out.
Yeah. Now today, I'm going to give you a greaser.
Give me a
off rip.
greaser, man. Give me a greaser. Remember,
Skyx 4, Mike off, extend downwind.
Alright, extending downwind, 74 mic off.
over the runway, bring it level. Just hold it level until you feel it drop towards the runway. Keep your eyes at the end.
At Alpha 7, roll Skyx 734, Mike off, traffic ahead to your left, turning base and Archer. Do you still have them in sight?
Still have the Archer in sight, 74 mic off.
Skyx 4, Mike off, your number 2 to follow that Archer, runway 7, clear touch and go.
Alright, number 2 following the Archer, clear touch and go, 74 mic off.
Boom. Hey, you sound like a pro. What speed are you looking for?
60,
60.
but I
Yeah.
am off for that center line.
Yeah, fight for it,
Back
man.
on there.
Fight
Come on.
for it. But you're on the glide path now. Keep that nose down to the runway. You're going to need a little bit of power.
Extend downwind.
A little bit of power.
Because it's dropping. Keep the nose down. Keep the nose down. Keep the nose down. Keep the nose down. There you go. Now, eyes to the end. Level it out.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright, let me,
Release the Kraken! 5 minutes in it!
I didn't think it would be so quickly.
Now, fight for that centre line. Get
Yeah.
me on that centre line.
God, that instant power like comes back on.
You're not
It
doing
is-
enough to get back on that centre line,
No,
man.
no,
You
I
gotta
know.
fight for it. You gotta fight for it. I'm gonna be strict on that today.
Alright.
You gotta fight for it. Hey, greaser though. You told me you're gonna give me a greaser.
Yeah,
You
man.
give me a greaser.
I was locked in, I'm telling you, I'm like, anything. I was honestly trying really hard.
So it's a greaser, but you were way off centre line.
Yeah.
So
that
you
needs to be corrected.
gotta keep fighting for it.
122.
We tend to have an over-focus on the actual flare and the touchdown. Like, you gotta incorporate the rest of it into it. Hey, Greaser, you're understanding more now how to transition into that flare. That's really good.
From my POV, trying to put the nose down feels so jarring and so scary.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Yeah.
legitimately a fear I need to overcome because it literally feels like I am going to dig straight into the ground.
Right,
So
right.
I feel like I have a natural instinct to really not want to do that.
But if you think about it, if you come over, that's why that approach speed is so important. You come over the runway at 60 knots, you know you've got enough airspeed to pull back on the nose and it will raise the nose. You know, so you can control it even though you're bringing it down. You can control that nose and bring it up when you need to.
Go.
Keeping the nose down to the runway. Keep this view until we're in ground effect.
All right.
This is what we want. Resist that temptation to bring that nose up. JD used to do the same thing. But you're looking good. This is perfect. It's looking really good. How's your airspeed?
My airspeed is good. It was 60.
Nice.
Added a little touch of power
Yeah,
to
perfect.
ease my nerves there.
Yeah, that's good. Beautiful. This is perfect.
Alrighty.
Bring it to ground effect. Level it with power idle.
Leveling.
And fight for it. Power all the way back.
Oh, come on. Wait. F***ing stupid. Oh, wait, no, I said I'd do better.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Stabilize, get on the centre line before you do anything else.
Alright. Let's get back on that center line. Good piece of advice. I feel like I
There you
never
go.
did that. Yeah.
Now go.
There we go. Rotating.
Hey, I'm proud of you, man.
To the west.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You're understanding that flare more. You're understanding it now on that one. you maybe pulled back just a little bit too soon because we still have the energy, which is why we ballooned. Yeah, so maybe just be a little bit more patient in ground effect, and you would have been absolutely golden on that.
Yeah, man, I felt like I came into that so confident, and then boom.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're understanding it a lot more. Again, like we said yesterday, you know, considering where we came from to where we are now.
Yes.
Take a look back, we're pretty much on centre line.
Nice.
Looking good, man.
Great.
You alright? How's your airspeed?
Airspeed is a little, there we go. With those flaps, it put me in the right spot.
You
I was a little fast, but.
Perfect.
And I'll keep that in mind. I came in a little hot, so I will be really patient with the bleed off here.
Exactly. Bring the power to idle.
Power idle.
Turek 213, you guys feel ready for like an immediate takeoff or anything?
Hold on.
Yes, we're ready for takeoff.
Not bad.
Not bad, brother.
Not bad. There we go. We're gonna be okay. We'll be okay.
Gonna be absolutely fine. How's your airspeed?
Airspeed is good. Hopefully less energy for me to bleed off here.
Exactly.
Start to level it off, but also get a little bit back on.
Executive Tower.
Excellent.
Oh, wait,
You're fine. You saved it. Good job, man.
Not bad.
Good job, brother.
Damn. I kind of myself there.
What happened there was, you shit yourself a little bit and you yanked the controls back.
Yeah.
Which led the nose to really kind of balloon up. If you'd have just held it where you were, you would. The stall warning was going. The nose was high enough.
Oh my God, it did. Yeah, no, I heard that.
Yeah.
And I totally didn't realize.
You would have greased that in. That would have been perfect. But it was just that little SpongeBob shit your pants.
Yeah. Oh God, I literally freaked out. I felt it in my gut. I was like, something just fell off.
Yeah. It was perfect. But even though you did yank it back like you were tugging on.
Sorry, can't do
This
this.
is absolutely diabolical behaviour.
Yeah.
13, let's turn
Even
off,
though you yanked it back, you saved it because you didn't just hold it there. You know, you saved it. You ballooned a little bit. You stopped it.
If I was focused on bleeding off the energy, I definitely would have like confidently graced it.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're a student, you're in training, you're gonna, like we said, you're gonna make mistakes, but
they're just sending out
you're trying to figure out at the moment what is a normal feeling, right? So that, what you were doing there was a normal feeling. That's what it should feel like. I used to fly those, that aircraft up there, that's what I used to fly. Wow!
Look at him, he's zooming. It's going so fast.
Zooming. The ATR 72 and zooming are two words that don't go together.
There we go. That's more like the I want to see. Whoa, what the? Was that you?
No.
Oh, I swear I saw your hand. I'm like, Lewis, why would you do that? Bro, I was like, is he trying to kill us?
What does that mean?
I'm sorry. God, I thought I was getting trolled out here. I'm like, I was like so concentrated, and I swear I saw your hand hit the aileron, and I'm like, why would he do that?
150 to follow their about mile.
Oh God, yeah. No, that wasn't me.
All right, good. I'm glad.
662.
I'm like, bro, Lewis is an evil instructor. Do not train with him. He'll try to kill you on final. Start to level off. And
idle.
Power idle.
As it drops, pull back more.
Oh, come on.
Well done. Saved it. A little bit ugly, but still saved it.
Yep.
If there's anything that we're taking away from today, is the absolute fact that you are understanding more that transition to the flare.
Yes.
And it's so good to see. I'm so proud of you for that. So proud of you.
Alright, flight 1 of the day is done and dusted. That was very, very enjoyable to be a part of. It's always amazing, especially in the early stages of training, when a student starts to understand something. So especially landings, because landings, in my opinion, are the most difficult part of what we do as pilots, and especially for student pilots. But he's done a fantastic job there of understanding the transition to the flare. That's the biggest thing. Like, you can fly your traffic pattern so nicely, you can fly your speeds, you can do it all until it comes to that last 5 seconds or so, and it can mess everything up until today in the last session, really, he's not really understood that part, but now he's started to understand it, and you've witnessed it, and I'm glad that you were there to witness it. So I'm really, really proud. On the other side of it, like from my point of view as well, as an instructor, it means you're doing the right thing. You know, you're teaching the right way because he's understanding something, and that's always really, really a good feeling. So that's that first flight out of the way. It's logged. Flight 2 is coming up next. It's going to be with Ella, and when Ella arrives, we're going to ask her what's been the most difficult part of flight training.
What are you doing?
She's further along. She's on check ride prep now. Very, very independent in the aircraft. So you saw me with Reggie, very hands-on, very much giving him instruction about a lot of things on the flight. With Ella, it's going to be different. It's going to be more of me sitting back and asking her to perform things, and if something's not quite right, I'll step in, but I want to see how she does with the maneuvers here. That's the plan. But actually, before that, we've got a very, very important task to do. So the state of this windscreen was absolutely unacceptable for that flight with Reggie, and that's my fault. Nobody's perfect. I know I always say in flight training, nobody's perfect, but I'm very, very hard on myself when I make mistakes, and that is a big mistake that I made leaving this thing in the state that it was. What happened was there was a lot of condensation on the window when we got to the plane and just before we started it up, so I came out and wiped off the condensation, and it looked like it was going to be okay. Like, I didn't want to put the product on top of the condensation, and it turned out that it was not clean. That's my mistake. I should have taken care of that. So it was a very ugly windscreen on that flight, but you learn from your mistakes, and we'll have clean windows. The fact that Reggie was able to land like he did with dirty windows like that, he was basically flying in IMC for that flight. That's a joke. Look at these windows now. That's the way they should have been. Sorry, everybody.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I just cleaned it. F off, you prick. What's been the most difficult part of flight training for you?
Funding it. Honestly, I would say consistency and scheduling.
Really?
Yeah.
That is funny. Reggie said the same thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I do better when I'm flying more often, like things stick more. So if there's big gaps in between, then
yeah,
you can chair fly and stuff so much, but nothing, even like I tried doing like simulators and stuff, and it just doesn't compare to the real thing.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks. I'm doing a day in the life of a flight instructor. So.
Oh, I actually like those videos a lot. Those are good.
Thank you very much.
I know there was a lot of editing that went into them.
Thank you, and thank you for acknowledging that. That means a lot. Yeah. Thank you. I'll pay you later. That's interesting that they both said the same thing, keeping some consistency. Like we said, through no fault of our own, this is the only bird that we have available to us here. And to keep consistency, you know, when maintenance things happen, goes in for a 100-hour inspection, goes down for different stuff, because there's been some little problems. You know, it stops us from flying and keeping that consistency. So that's interesting. I thought they were going to say landings, so it shows you what I know.
Clear for takeoff, runway 7, fly runway heading 734, Mike Golf.
Turek 498, additional scout, for target arrival. 122.
Big number 7. Full power. Engine instrument. I thought I was on the brake for a second.
All aircraft, use caution, more left, runway 7, approach end.
Okay. 5.
Traffic in sight, career track 122.
Career track 122, number 2, runway 7, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 7, position 2, career track 122.
Wind 190 at 7.
Welcome to the sky.
Oakley 4000, Shadow West 3, left turn.
Let's see how these turns go. You and I have not done these for quite some time.
It's been a big minute, yeah.
Yeah, and then what I do as well to help you with the nose up is I put a couple of rolls of trim, but if you don't want the trim, you don't have to use it. It's your choice.
Okay, I'll see what it's like without.
Yeah.
And then for this one here, 100 degrees of RPM.
Keep it banking, throw it over. As you're doing it, back pressure. More bang, more bang, more bang, more bang. There you go. And get the back pressure in there. Pull it up.
Oh, it goes fast. Oh my goodness.
It does. Nailed it though.
Back to left.
Absolutely nailed it.
Woo!
That's our wake. Beautiful. Clear right.
We're going to be using the fields northwest of the Cache before emergency descent approach and landing, and then ground rest. Asher Backs area.
More bank.
Circle.
There you go.
25 at New Smyrna. Last call.
Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this.
South Active area, red tail Skyhawk at 4,000, just keep spirals over Blue Ridge.
They just go so fast.
We're at about 10 miles to the northwest of Leesburg at 4,300 unusual latitude, Leesburg.
So you're exiting the manoeuvre on the same airspeed that you entered it.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay.
You maintain within 100 feet. You maintain heading within 10 degrees. If there's one thing that I would say is that if you do see yourself climbing or descending, you can vary the bank angle a little bit. So if you're descending, you may have too much bank angle in there. Because of course, when you increase the bank, you lose a little bit of vertical component and lift. So you can relieve some bank angle, pull back a little bit, and you'll get the altitude back. On the other side of that, if you're climbing, you might not have enough bank in, so you can bank it a little bit more. That's going to bring the nose down a little bit, and you're going to get that altitude back. Okay, yeah, get back to where you want it to be. So, how do you feel with those?
Not bad, honestly. It's like when I take the foggles off, just everything feels easier. With the foggles on, I'm just like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Power off stall.
Is below the white arc.
Good job. Well done.
10 degrees of flaps.
That's Rochester, Sky 83 Turek Romeo 3000 Massey 4,600 ladies.
So we're going to simulate, put our nose down. Flares are bringing it back up.
Exactly. Power idle.
Power idle. Power, positive rate. Touch. Back on heading. Slam it away from the ground.
White Archer, this is located White Archer 761 Charlie Alpha, about 5 miles.
I don't think I used enough rudder though in that one.
During the stall, maybe, during the recovery, yeah, maybe, but during the actual stall, I think it was really quite nice. You maintain your heading within 10 degrees, which is fine. The main concern I've got is that we've still got carb heat. Boom, there it goes. Now you hear the engine working harder, so you're getting enough power. So if you're doing a power off stall, you're simulating that you're close to the ground. So you want to get away from the ground as quickly as possible, get rid of that carb heat. Let me show you how I do it. Mic controls?
Your controls.
Mic controls. Boom, boom, boom. Carb heat, power. Just a slight variance. So below the white arc, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Simulate descent, power idle. Now watch what I do as I'm raising the nose and getting close to the stall. Bye carb heat. Having it momentarily idle with carb heat off, better than forgetting it.
Yeah,
for the
very
recovery.
coordinated too.
I like to think I know what I'm doing. Your controls.
My control.
Your controls.
As we're bringing it up.
Good job.
We are banking.
Yeah.
I'm going. Yeah, I want to redo that one.
Yeah, we'll redo it. Cut. So that comes with being eyes planted on the inside. If you look on the outside, you'll catch it really early that your wings are starting to bank.
Okay.
So kind of keep those eyes shifting.
Rudder up.
A little bit less right rudder. That's better, that's better. Look at that, that heading's hardly moved.
Power. Flapping away.
Beautiful. So much better. We're going to do a power on the stall this time. Perfect. And then when you go full power, you can get rid of the carb.
Full power.
Down to 3,200.
Good job.
Another stall.
Over Oakley 3,300. The British down to 1,500.
Stop right service, established 385 to start out of New Smyrna 1,000, coming 3,000 southwest bound towards Lake Ashby. Stop right there.
5. I notice on here, like, It needs more right rudder, but it almost...
Hold on, look at that attitude. Way too nose high. You're running the risk of going into a secondary stall there.
Okay.
Don't wanna do that. There you go. Do one more.
Okay.
But what you did while you were pulling up was great. In the recovery, your rudder could have been a little bit better. Great job.
Power, right rudder. Now it's turning to the right.
So you got too much right rudder in, so bring it left. There you go.
Up, stall horn.
That's it. That's it.
Back on heading.
Stop passenger, Red Tail Skyhawk at 3,500.
Get the horizon back. There you go. There you go. Now, you have a very slight tendency to go for the wing drop with this. Don't do that.
Big no-no.
Big no-no. Big no-no. We'll keep working on that.
Okay.
Take it over that way. So I've got both of those traffics in sight, and pull the power to idle. Engine has failed. You do your thing. I'm going to keep an eye on these guys.
Orlando North traffic, white skyline 24658, making a right base for runway 9, Orlando North.
Orlando North traffic, Sky 734 Mike Golf. We're on a really high right downwind runway 09. Got the skyline in sight. Engine out procedure, simulated to runway 09, Orlando North.
I got you guys up there, and just heads up, I'm going to be full stop.
Roger! Us two will be a full stop taxi back actually. Orlando North, Sky 724 Mike Golf. We're on final runway 09, Orlando North. Remember, you've got 40 degrees of flaps if you happen to need them.
Are cutting it. And we're going around.
Orlando North, Sky 734 Mike Golf, we're going around.
No, it's starting to get off center line.
A little bit squirrely.
Almost halfway down the runway.
Yep. Nope, completely get it. Good decision, I think. It just kept floating and floating.
I don't know, with the excess airspeed, maybe the 40 degrees of flaps really.
Exactly. If you get into short final, you're coming towards the runway there. Maybe get 40 degrees in if you need it.
Left traffic
Nope,
for
didn't need that
10,
power.
Marion County.
Didn't need it. Didn't need it.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
Yeah, that's what's caused that float. There you go. Flaps up, simulate full braking. Hey, we made it down. We go through, at first we do all the manoeuvres, and then we focus on getting you to go solo. And then you do all your solo time, you don't do manoeuvres. So, to come back and perform at amazingly high levels is basically impossible. Don't beat yourself up about not performing to the highest standard. You've done a lot of things well today. There's just a few issues with a few manoeuvres that we're going to work on. That's why we come out and do it.
Yeah.
If we had the check ride scheduled for next week and this was the performance, then it would be a problem, right? But this is why we do it. This is what we're doing. Check ride prep. Give yourself a little bit of a break. I told Reggie yesterday because he, working on landings, he got a bit pissed off with himself. His focus shifted on what he was doing to beating himself up. Like, oh, I fucked up.
Are going to be the theme of this video.
Give yourself a break.
Marion County.
Like the balloon. It's like,
Yeah. It's just little fundamental errors that cause that. You know what I mean? That we're going to iron out.
Yeah.
Again, we've not done it for a while. We've not done, we're short.
Yeah, soloing too, like you really are not practicing any of that stuff.
You're not doing any of
all.
it. Yeah, you're not doing any of it. Don't beat yourself up. Next time you come in, you're going to do the stuff that you did wrong today, you're going to have fixed it. You're going to do it better. Going to get better and better and better until it's all ironed out, and you're going to be good to go. Let's talk about the good things from today. Soft field takeoff, nice. You remember the flaps. You came out, you navigated out here. You did a beautiful diversion. Amazing. The HUD work was all really good, just a little bit of confusion with when we're doing the climbing and descending turns. You fixed it immediately once we spoke about it. Easy as that. VOR work, amazing. Steep turns, check right standard.
Yeah, I actually did feel not bad about the steep turns. That's one positive.
There she goes, actually.
No, honestly, the steep turns was the only thing I felt like, okay.
Right, nah, you did a lot of good things today. So.
Welcome home. That is the day in the life of a flight instructor and the day in the life of a person that completely forgot to do an outro to the video. So we're doing it at home. Welcome to the gaming dungeon. The entrance to the gaming dungeon / editing suite has this photo. This is an inside joke between myself and my ex-student Seth. Funny joke that he made about dogs, and he made me a little picture, which is really cool. So that's the entrance to the gaming dungeon. But anyway, today, 2 flights. For reference, the first flight was a 1.2, the second flight was a 1.7. 2 completely different flights. Students at different stages of training, and it kind of shows you how, as a flight instructor, you've got to be a chameleon. You've got to tailor your instruction for the particular person that you're working with. You saw some things that the students did well today. You saw some things that the students needed improvement on today as well. There is no shame, and I want to make this so clear. If you take anything from this video, if you take anything from my instruction, in flight training, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna do things that are not so good. That's the whole point of being in training. You're in training for a reason, to get through those moments and become a better pilot. It's the whole point of training. So you saw my students do some good things, some things that needed improvement. It's absolutely fine. I'm never going to be the type of instructor that's going to jump on top of people and talk down to them and belittle them for making mistakes. That's not the way that flight instruction should be. And unfortunately, there's too many instructors around still to this day with that old school mentality, military style. There's a whole reason that there was Charles in Finding a Perfect Flight Instructor video. If you've not seen that, I'll link it for you. That's a really good watch. It's a mockumentary style. It's a parody video of different flight instructors that I've met based on real world experiences. Go and give that a watch. But I'm never going to be an instructor like that. I want to emphasize flight training's got to be fun, and it can be done in a way where you're making mistakes in the right environment and making yourself better because of those mistakes. So yeah, anyway, this has gone on too long. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like. If you liked my sunglasses in this video, then you can save yourself 10% off. It's Flying Eyes. Use my discount code LewDix. Get yourself some Flying Eyes. Helps me out as well. If you want to support the channel, also you can become a Patreon supporter. Get access to exclusive perks like early access to videos. Can also get exclusive content as well. I do some exclusive content on Patreon that nobody else gets to see. You can also pick yourself up a checklist. Don't forget to pick yourself up a checklist. They are all there ready to go. Get yourself a LewDix Aviation checklist. These are the best checklists that I've ever used. I'm not just saying that because I made them. I said it before, it's gone on too long. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.